What happens when the music stops and the boardwalk closes for the winter? What happens when it's time to move out of mama's house, get a job, and start your own family? Can the GUIDO evolve? And can he still fist pump? Take a trip through the real Little Italies of the Garden State with Johnny D and my cugines. This is North Jersey. The following is my TV show pitch to the president of MTV, Mr. Tony DeSanto. Dear Mr. DeSanto, my name is Johnny DiCarlo. I'm a freelance writer, actor, and a 29-year-old Italian-American from New Jersey. Let me start off by saying that I am not one of these angry activists from Unico writing to protest Jersey Shore or calling for its boycott. But I'm stuck in a hard place here as an entertainer by some of the activists from the same organizations that have called for such boycotts on your show. I agree with the cast members' stance that their particular, admitted alcohol-induced behavior during the summer months at the Seaside Beach House shows just a small sampling of their lives and only defines themselves and does not define all Italian Americans. However, there is of course another side to Italian American youth culture besides all that, and that is something that I think the viewers at MTV, as well as these sophisticated, higher cultured Italian Americans, are not aware of. And that's the story I want to tell, which is the full spectrum of this GUIDO subculture. See, besides just being an entertainer, I'm also a GUIDO from North Jersey. I'm more evolved at the age of 29, but nonetheless, still the real deal. I wrote an op-ed piece for iItaly.org titled GUIDOs, What They Are and Are Not, which explains everything. In addition to being a writer and an actor, I'm also the owner of Bonnie and Clyde's Catering based out of Lodi, New Jersey. So food is a major part of my life and real GUIDO life, something that wasn't seen much on Jersey Shore. Mr. DeSanto, I'm not sure if you were aware, but I auditioned for Jersey Shore in May. I responded to a casting call asking for Italian Americans in their element when it was being promoted as a different type of show by your sister network VH1. My hope was to be the resident cook of the house and add some genuine Italian American practices into the mix. As I went along in the audition process, it became clear that the concept was being reformatted, as I was told by the producers that to make it, I'd have to showcase more of me partying as opposed to making meatballs and other elements of my Italian-American daily lifestyle, the latter being what I personally considered being a GUIDO to be all about, but apparently not the angle they wanted to focus on. Upon watching Jersey Shore, it became confirmed that the drinking, hooking up, and other crazy stuff is what was encouraged to be accentuated the most, and what the show's producers ultimately linked as being the main characteristics of GUIDO life. The direction of the show admittedly was changed, according to you in your interview for The Hollywood Reporter. On January 21st, I explained all this as the co-speaker of the much-publicized Jersey Shore GUIDO Colloquium at the Calandra Institute at Queens College in New York. You can watch this event in an archived video at livestream.com and also read about it in Patricia Cohn's New York Times article, which appeared on the cover of the Arts section on January 23rd. Here is the reason I am writing this letter to you. I think we could both help each other out here. My show idea, tentative titles, North Jersey, Goombas, Cugines, the latter two being similar terms to GUIDO, but without as much negative associations, is about the daily adventures of just about to turn 30 Italian-American guys and girls and the lifestyle choices of incorporating true Italian-American practices and beliefs into each and every day, showcased in detail without high levels of drama. Sure, there would have to be some stage moments for dramatic effect. I know how reality shows work, but overall, this should provide something for everyone. Yes, we'll dig deep and follow all the aspects of the characters, flaws and all, but there will be redemption in the end, because their aspirations and goals will be examined. This won't be masterpiece theater, but not quite the real world either. Italian Americans in North Jersey are an extremely entertaining bunch, and we have a lot to say. Think of The Sopranos without any of the mob stuff, but with a focus on the backstories like Sunday dinners with family and friends, big weddings, the San Gennaro feast, bocce games in Hoboken, Sinatra Park, shopping in the Bronx and other Little Italy neighborhoods in the area, and so much more. You're a paisan, you know what I'm talking about. This will be more of a documentary type program. It may not be what MTV is used to, but it would certainly offer a counter to the wildness of Jersey Shore and give balance to what the highbrow, uptight folks are complaining about. I'm not highbrow, but I'm not a buffoon either. You are the first network I am pitching this idea to, and I am making this show either way, but I would prefer it to be on MTV, as I'm trying to cater to a younger demographic. I think the best way to go about this is to first have me make a guest appearance on Season 2 of Jersey Shore, to introduce myself and actually address all of this negative hoopla right on the show. This would be an extremely entertaining scene, as I'd be the elder Guido, and visit the Shore house to try and give some advice to the housemates on dealing with all the haters. Maybe I could even give some lighthearted lessons on real New Jersey Italian-American hobbies, because it's more than just GTL. Would make for some real interesting TV. I'm a very dynamic presence. And as I said, I've been dealing with the haters since I mentioned that I auditioned for Jersey Shore, because I'm automatically thought of as some dumb kid with no direction because of the way I look, when I have actually something of real substance to bring to the table here. Especially as an actual, young, Italian-American, born and raised in the Garden State. I tried to explain that at the Calandra Institute colloquium, but I need a bigger forum to do this. That's where you come in, Mr. DeSanto. Please contact me if you'd like to take a meeting and discuss this idea further. Yours truly, Johnny D.